Hey everyone, this is Autobots 98, and here we have Terrorcon Freezer from Transformers Rise of the Beasts, my second build from the movie. And full disclaimer, if you're watching this in the future, this video was made before the movie came out, and I only based him off of his toy, his Core Class Studio Series toy, as well as his CGI render, as you see here. And as a result, this guy might not be fully accurate to what you see in the movie. And I wanted to make Freezer early because after seeing his design, I can confidently say he is going to be the best part of the movie. Yeah, regardless of movie accuracy, this was a very fun build to figure out, and is in line with my other small guys like Autobots and Dispensor and Ravage. And like my other recent builds, his instructions are available on Rubricable as a free PDF, so you can build the main villain of the movie himself here. And the designers of the toy on Instagram stated he won't have an alt mode in the movie, so I decided to just copy the toy, just like what I did with Shockwave and the Fallen, because those guys didn't transform either. And here's Freezer in his turret or gun emplacement mode. I didn't really figure out or want to bother with the target master mode. Yeah, this is pretty much his robot, just kind of folds it all up. Simple as is. It doesn't do much, but it looks pretty cool, kind of like Mixmaster in Revenge of the Fallen. You can also splay the arms out if you kind of want to make him stand. And he holds pretty well, despite the fact that his arms are very thin. And then you can raise and lower the barrel here. And I don't want to mess with the feet. I think it looks like a cool counterbalance. And then coming over to the bottom here, yeah, that's pretty much, you can see what's going on here. Unfortunately, he does not roll. And I also made a quick blast effect, which you can just tap into the barrel, like that. And for a size comparison, we got Ravage and a minifigure, and Studio Series crosshairs. And finally, here he is with Mirage, my first build from the movie. Please check out that video if you haven't already. And now for the transformation, I think I could pretty much do this in one take. You just want to come over to here, and you want to just unfold these legs out like that. And take the arms here. This is a little cool thing just for the alt mode, but this arm actually tabs into this bracket right here to stabilize the turret mode so the limbs don't collapse. You just kind of pull that out, and then you just fold that down, and then you rotate the lower arms, and then you want to take the upper arms and shift them up and then rotate them like that, and then shift that and then rotate it. And this is a cool thing about the transformation. The way this gun emplacement works, you kind of fold this over, and it kind of folds over his head, kind of like he's doing the lockdown gun face. I feel like that's kind of like a Gundam transformation thing would do. And then you would rotate the barrel here, rotate it here, fold this up, rotate it around, fold all this up here, and then because in the turret mode the legs actually are far back, but you can move them forward. And then this is fold out the head, and then this is going to just kind of wiggle and collapse like that. And then you can set them on the ground on these very tiny feet. And here we have Freezer in his robot mode. He pretty much looks like a Frenzy on steroids, or Samukai from Ninjago. I'm not sure how his proportions will look compared to what we see in the movie. I kind of mashed together what I saw from the render and his Core Class toy, and I think it was pretty cool how I was able to get all the kind of like the rust he has, with the browns and the tans, and kind of mix and match things. And you can see this backpack turret folds up pretty nicely. And yeah, coming into the head, I got his 4 eyes and kind of a semblance of a mouth there. And of course he has the 4 arms and then the legs. He can be a little tricky to stand due to how how many joints are in the legs and how small they are. But that's fine. His head can look up and down a little bit and rotate side to side. His upper arms, of course, are on this extra joint here. His lower arms are a little more restricted. They don't bend up as much, and of course each of the arms has an elbow joint and a little wrist swivel. Nothing at the waist, but once again the legs are a little tricky to pose because of how small they are. You can get a decent amount of joints and kind of get him into some kind of standing pose. And one option you can do, since he might not transform in the movie, you can take the whole gun emplacement backpack and kind of just take it all off. It just clips on with these droid arms. And of course you have a nice clean back, and this will make him stand a little bit better. So I believe this is how he might look in the movie. And then of course you can take this gun emplacement. I don't know what to do. You can kind of make it like a little turret or some kind of sled. And for accessories, I gave him a little piece of ice cream because that's his favorite frozen treat. And I also have some effect parts to represent his ice powers that he uses. Hence, that's why he's called Freezer. And there you go. You can recreate the scene where he freezes the Autobots in the final battle. For a size comparison, we got a minifigure and Ravage, Studio Series Crosshairs, and here he is with my Mirage. I'm not quite sure how big he is. Since he was core class in the toy line, I assume he's a little bit shorter than a Deluxe or Carbot. And finally, here he is with Oreobot and Dispensor. And these three are easily some of the most powerful Transformers ever. And that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed Freezer here. Here's a quick fun build. Wait, where did he get that from?